Hey everybody, this is Christy with the Garden Tower again. I was working out here on the tower today and using my chair, and we had several comments from people about how good this would be for using if you had disabilities. So I wanted to give you a little demonstration of how I do it when I'm having back problems while I'm working. And put my sunglasses on. It's I'm squinting because it's bright out today. So, like I had mentioned before, I have back problems. I actually was born with scoliosis and spina bifida. So, luckily for me, it wasn't so severe that I couldn't walk, and my parents were very, very, very dedicated to make sure that I did learn to walk. But as I get older, it gets more cumbersome, and my back hurts a lot. So, a lot of times I can't, or I shouldn't say can't, but it hurts enough that it's difficult for me to garden. So I have this little rolly chair. I don't know if everybody can see it. That I use sometimes when I need to do stuff, but it's a little too difficult for my back. It works really well for me to use this with the tower. So you can see if you're sitting down, you can just turn it with one hand easily. You can get to all of the pockets real easily, and I'm not sure that the video will show this, but I can reach down and grab the drawer real easily as well and pull the water out to re-pour. One of the difficulties for some people in trying to use the tower from a wheelchair, for instance, is the watering, because you're trying to get, a bucket like up over your head, and a gallon of water weighs 7-ish pounds, and that can be difficult. So what I do, let me move this, is I have a hose with this, it's called a water breaker, which we actually do sell, but it's got about 1,000 little holes in it, and it allows you to do a really gentle shower. So I have a little thing to turn it on and off, and it makes it real easy to just turn this on while my hose catches up, and it's just a very gentle shower, so it doesn't damage any plants. It doesn't create like I talked about before. If you had just a standard hose, it would just create a rivulet, so to speak, around. And then if you do need to do the sides, it's super easy to do it with this, and it gives you a nice spring shower-ish aspect of it. And just doing that with the hose and picking this up like that, it makes it so much easier than trying to lift a watering can. And this week has actually been a bad week. My back is hurting a lot, so that helps a great deal. I actually did figure out, I think, but now I just watered this tablet, sorry, a way to possibly see these comments, and if you guys have comments or feedback on the videos. No, I didn't. I freaked myself out and thought I figured it out and was all happy about it. Yeah. So if you have questions, comments, definitely post them on this video or after we put the video live, or it's live right now, I guess, after we put the video up. And I'll do, once again, my best to answer them. One of the things on these videos that it would be great if people would give us their feedback on what else they would like to see us demonstrate with the videos. I don't know if you can see. I have a helper today. It's my dog, Buffy. But once again, back to using it with having some disabilities. This makes it super, super easy to just be able to turn. And, you can easily reach the composting tube. One of the other comments or questions that we get asked a lot, and you might be wondering the same thing, or maybe posting about it, is do we have a smaller version? We don't. And there's a couple reasons for that. And I want to kind of go over those real quick too. Most of this design, this is patented design that we created. Most of the cost associated with this, besides the amount of plastic that goes into it so it's sturdy is all of the engineering and specialty stuff that has to happen on the bottom to allow it to spin and to allow the water to drain out and keep your compost tube in. So if we just took off, let's say, like 2 rings, and made a shorter version of it, it wouldn't save anybody any money because all of the cost is in the bottom, and all of this stuff is much cheaper, so to speak, to make than the bottom is. So if if this is too tall, by all means, you can get the regular one and not plant the whole thing, right? Just leave a couple rings off and change your compost tube so you just have less compost tubes. Still keep your solid tube in the top. The reason this top one is solid is it keeps all the water from when you water the top from just completely penetrating the compost tube, because you don't want that to get too wet. And we are going to do a video on vermicomposting soon. Tom, some of you may have talked to or know, is going to be helping with that video because he's much more knowledgeable on the composting aspect than I am. So I thought this might be helpful for people to see and how easy it is to do. Once again, give us your feedback. Let us know what you'd like to see. You can order these if you don't already have one. You can order them on our website at www.gardentaurproject.com. On that website as well, there's a learning center, and it has a lot of good tips and tricks. And there's a tower planning layout on that as well that maybe next weekend I'll talk about a little bit more. But this is really great for people with disabilities that can't go up and down and bend easily like I can most of the time. So that's it. Hopefully this answered some of those questions about using it easily and how easy it is to actually turn. And once again, we'll answer your questions in the comments after it's done. Thanks, everyone.